What's up, everybody? We're back.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the Metalhead Journey. Hey, I would say sorry for the 2-week absence, but the way Dave puts out videos, you never knew we were gone. So, hey, it's good to be back. We took a little vacation there. We're back this week with something fun. Usually when you see 5 of us here, you know we're going to do a bracket. We are on episode 7 of trying to determine what is the greatest Megadeth song of all time. So welcome to episode 7 of Brackets Are My Business, and Business is Good. If you haven't seen our other 6 episodes, don't pause this one just yet. Go ahead and finish watching this one, and then go back and watch the others. We're not going to give any spoilers until maybe the very, very end of the episode, which the one of you won't be here for that anyway. But hey, while I got you here for the first minute, just to give you an idea how this works, so we do like to we do like to take these 16 songs that are broken into this 7th group here, and we're gonna randomize these matchups. That way, we've never seen the matchups before. Dave's going to spin them. He's going to spin it for us. Now, we're not going to do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, or 5 times. We're going to do it the standard patent pending Metalhead's Journey 4 times. That will ensure that we have never seen these matchups before, and we are learning them in real time as you, our fan. Dave, go ahead.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start this bracket.
And we should say this is a sneakily good bracket. There's some good songs in this one. I don't think there's any like runaway favorites, but as Dave said earlier, there's no Stone Colds in this bracket. But there's not a ton of crap either.
Yeah, this was probably my favorite bracket.
All right, just saying something for Megadeth.
we are ready. Adrian, we're in the first round.
Round 1.
Round 1 in the first matchup. It's
Go.
pretty serious already. We have from their latest release, we have Night Stalkers. And not from their latest release, we have Crush 'Em.
Oh,
Adrian said, "Oh God,
man." I'll go first. This is a couple of bottom feeders for me on this list. I think both of these songs are absolute throwaways.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but Night Stalkers is super mid, and when Ice-T comes in, it just makes it worse. He adds nothing to the song.
Wow.
motherfucking bitch.
I'm sorry, like what when we did a reaction, I think, to this song. We did a reaction to this song, right?
On our old channel a long time ago.
I wasn't a big fan of it. The only benefit that Night Stalkers has is that it's definitely not Crush 'Em. Yikes.
Wow.
Crush 'Em from the worst Megadeth album and probably one of the worst albums in metal history. This song is an absolute abomination. If I can quote one of our great poets of our time, I'm embarrassed this song exists. So unfortunately, this is the easiest Night Stalker vote of my life.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna jump in because I'm going to go in the complete opposite direction here of Josh. The fact that I don't know anything about these albums, like me and Jonah are discovering Megadeth basically for the first time. I have no preconceived notions about which albums are good or which albums are bad because up until we started this, they all sucked. Having said that, look, I was wrong. Megadeth has a pretty damn good catalog.
Yeah.
And I like both of these songs. Both of these songs made my like list, so they're both going in my rotation.
What a terrible rotation.
Night Stalkers is a good song. What makes it great for me is the little interlude section leading into that tasty bass line.
Oh yeah,
You're talking about the Ice-T part?
Yeah, well, it's right after that, I believe.
Yeah.
You have the just that. I mean, it almost makes me want to just learn how to play that one piece of bass line on my acoustic bass if I could ever get it out of my closet. I like both of these songs, but by the narrowest of margins. It's a crush and vote for me.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the last crush and vote. Look, I will partially agree with Josh. I do think Night Stalkers. When I
But
first
you're
heard,
gonna say I do agree that Risk is an abomination to metal.
well, it is,
Uh,
but no, Night Stalkers. When I first heard it, whenever we first reacted to it or whatever, like I was really impressed with the song. But on repeated listens, and like especially after the album came out and everything, like Night Stalkers is basically one good riff for 5 minutes. That's functionally what it is. Like there's not a lot of
And
changes.
good may be a stretch.
Uh, I think it's a good riff. The problem is that there's really not a whole lot else that's going on in the song. It does have a decent solo, and like overall, like I think the song is fine, but it's definitely not like it's not in the running in my top of these two of this whole bracket. I do think it is in the lower half for me, but it's definitely better than Crush 'Em, which is absolute trash. So Night Stalkers gets my vote 2-1.
I'll
All
pop
right.
in here. Sorry, Joe.
No, you're good.
I'll get this one in. I actually really love Night Stalkers. It's one of my favorite songs from their last album. I think that main riff kicks ass. The song is balls to the walls. I mean, I guess the replay value for it is probably not there. I agree with that, Dave. But when I first heard it, I loved it. I agree. The iced tea part is, I mean, it functionally it serves no purpose.
Now, here's a question though. Just like from a question standpoint, what would make it better? What if it was Ronnie Radke?
I don't know. I'd probably really hope that song didn't exist, and I'm glad it doesn't. So, yeah. Anyway, I think the guitar solos throughout are really good, and Crush 'Em's just not a good song. You know how good Megadeth thought it was? There's actually an intro for this song that was, I think, did we actually pass it through, or did we take it off one of our lists?
I think we took it off.
Got it.
Yeah.
There is straight up an intro track to Crush 'Em.
Yeah.
Not a good song at all. I've done a lot of Risk, you know, not simping, but there's a few songs on that album I like, but the rest of them, henceforth, moving forward, there's just nothing good that comes from it. So, yeah, this is an easy Night Stalkers for me.
All right.
All right. Well, I won't beleaguer the point too much. I'm going to be a Night Stalkers vote as well. But I do agree with those of us who are championing this song. I think it's a banger. The riff is super solid. Obviously, it's a little bit cheesy, and I can see how that'll get tiring after multiple listens. But for me, right here, right now, I think it's a great song. And Ice-T, it's whatever. It doesn't bother me at all.
The bass line's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It is. Yeah. Like Jason said, that section after Ice-T's part, that little bridge.
It's like
with
the only.
with the really heavy bass.
I was talking about Crush 'Em.
Oh, dang.
Oh. Well, I mean, that is it is a good fat bass line. Like, I don't hate Crush 'Em, but I don't think it's very
It's funny
good.
about Night Stalkers. It's like the only moment that Steve DiGiorgio actually gets on that album. Like otherwise, you wouldn't even know he's recorded on.
He's just playing like one note. But
all right. Anyway, moving on to the second matchup. So Night Stalkers wins 4-1 in easy victory. Coming up next, we have from Endgame Head Crusher. Going up against from Adrian's favorite record, Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Booming. Good. Business is good. I don't know. Is Looking Down the Cross.
Man, let me pop in here so I can let y'all do y'all's thing that y'all are gonna do. I really like Looking Down the Cross. I think it's a good song from a good album. But I will admit, like the first minute of it is just nonsense, and it can really just go. I wouldn't be surprised if that first part just made people skip what is otherwise a pretty good song after all that mess in the beginning. Like once the song kicks off, it's pretty good. But man, Head Crushers, that song fucking rules. When it comes on, I just want to fucking. I'm usually in my car, and I just want to fucking floor it and fucking just yeah. Dude, it's an easy motherfucking head crusher for me. I love that song.
Yeah, yeah. Jonah, you want to go? Since you went last.
Sure. So, I think I more or less agree about Head Crusher being a super solid song, but I'm going to tell you, I really dug Looking Down the Cross. The first time, obviously being it's from that album, I kind of looked down my nose at it and I was just kind of whatever about it. But on subsequent listens, it really grew on me. I'm going to be a Looking Down the Cross vote.
Nice.
No, okay.
Surprise. Who's next?
I'll go. Listen, I love Adrian, and I love Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good. But man, like Head Crusher just shits all over Looking Down the Cross. It's not even close, man. Like the riffs and Head Crusher are so good. The song is heavy. The song is so heavy. Look, Looking Down the Cross is a really good song, actually. Once you get past Adrian's point, once you get past that initial intro to the song, there really is some good moments in it. But Head Crusher is just pretty rock solid all the way through. So Head Crusher for me.
Yeah, I will. I will just jump in and just make this a Head Crusher victory. What's funny is I really don't like most of Killing Is My Business as an album, but I actually do like Looking Down the Cross. It's just unfortunate that it went up against this song. Like I was really thinking I was gonna vote for it because whenever I saw it, I was like, I'm probably gonna vote for this song. It just went up against Head Crusher, which is like the chorus of Head Crusher, and like I think the production is so like knife edge, just razor sharp, with his vocals and the double bass drum kind of following along with the guitar. Dude, it's just like it's so good. I was gonna say, man, it's like a modern metal, but dude, this ain't even modern anymore. This album's like 30 years old or whatever now, which makes me want to vomit. But it's not really 30 years old, like, but still feels like it's ancient now. But yeah, Head Crusher gets my vote.
Well, I must be pretty smart. I don't dislike Looking Down the Cross, but it is my third lowest rated song in this bracket. While Head Crusher is in my top 10. So I made my like list. So it's a Head Crusher vote for me.
All right. Head Crusher moving on. We got an interesting one here. Here's to see how this goes. Although every time I say that, it ends up being a blowout, and I guess didn't see it coming. We have from Super Collider, the first one from Super Collider. We have Dance in the Rain. Going up against this song from which seems to be pretty popular this album with us, is Euthanasia. The song is I Thought I Knew It All.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
This is a good matchup.
It is a good matchup.
I have these pretty close.
This is well, I don't know if this is going to hold true for the rest of this bracket, but this is going to be one of my closest ones. This only 1 point of separation in these songs.
Same.
I like both of these songs. I have yet to like go through the whole album, but I am looking very much forward to actually going through Super Collider. Unfortunately, by the narrowest of margins, I Thought I Knew It All is going to get my vote.
Whoa.
By 1 point.
All right.
Cool. Let me go ahead and in here.
Go ahead.
And before we jumped on, I was listening to a group of songs that I have in my top, 5 or 6, and that song right there specifically, I just changed the score. So,
so just coming out of the gate with it, it's "Dance in the Rain." That's one of my favorite songs. It's one of my favorite Megadeth songs. I think the lyrics are fucking awesome. I think the guitar riffs are great, especially the last part of the album, or the last part of the song rather. That fucking riff is very, very difficult to play, and it's just seamless. You hear every single note, and yeah, I think it's a great fucking song. And I really like. I thought I knew it all or know it all, whatever the fuck it's called. I like it, but it is to me. It doesn't hold a candle to "Dance in the Rain." Great, two really good songs though, for sure.
All right, we're all knotted
All
up
right,
1-1.
I thought I
Go
knew
ahead,
it.
Jonah.
Thought he knew it all.
This one is tough for me. So I've been pretty hot on most of the Euthanasia tracks, but for some reason this one didn't quite stick for me. But it's still a good track. But I feel like this is one of my least favorite so far that I've heard from Euthanasia. And I didn't know how to feel about "Dance in the Rain" the first time I heard it. Again,
Same.
it did grow on me as well. Once I realized that was what was happening at the end there with because this is the one with David Draymond, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, this one's tough. There is only like 1 point of separation for me as well with these two songs, but same for me by the narrowest of margins, it's going to be a "Dance in the Rain" vote for me.
Yes. Wait, what about David Draymond?
He's in the song.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
he's-
listed.
No, but he's singing at the end of the song there,
oh, I thought that
along
was
with Dave.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Josh,
Dave didn't just let him sing.
Josh, are you gonna tie it up?
He's
Or
not
are
a
you-
singer, Josh. He's a vocalist.
Or are you gonna make
Yeah.
this easy for me?
I'm gonna make it easy for you. I think I look. These are both in my top half of my songs here. I thought I knew it all is a really good song, but "Dance in the Rain," love it.
Yeah, I was gonna make it easy for you if you didn't for me. I was also coming in as a "Dance in the Rain" vote. I like both of these songs. I don't think there's anything wrong with "I Thought I Knew It All." I would not skip it if listening to "Euthanasia." It's a good song. "Dance in the Rain" though is, man, we're gonna probably talk about this later, so I won't say it too much. But Super Collider gets way too much unnecessary hate. That record has bangers.
Not for me. I loved it from the fucking beginning.
I just meant from
Me and-
like
me
the
and
general
Adrian.
Megadeth fan base.
Me and Adrian were right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, "Dance in the Rain," dance all
great.
over. I Thought I Knew It All, 4-1.
Great song, and by the way, great message in it. And I think Dave Mustaine actually got the idea for the song from a fortune cookie.
Nice.
But
Nice.
but yeah, great song.
All right, coming up next in our fourth matchup in round one, the lone representation from Cryptic Writings. We have "A Secret Place."
Ooh, good one.
Going
Ooh.
up against, trying to find the album here. The lone representation from "The World Needs a Hero" in "Losing My Senses."
Mm.
Dang.
I love that intro for "Losing My Senses."
It's so
Like,
good.
Just a cool little kind of laid back little rip. You know, what a fun song that is. But dude, you can't fuck with the chorus of "A Secret Place" and like just the vocal melodies and everything. That's one thing. This is one of Dave's best vocal performances, in my opinion, or at least vocal melodies amongst all of Megadeth's catalog. So I really do like "Losing My Senses," but I'm gonna go "Secret Place."
I'm going to jump in real quick because I'm going to give the opposite opinion. I think Cryptic Writings is actually probably one of my least favorite Megadeth records. I think it's just a worse Euthanasia. That's just me. Just as a whole. "Secret Place" is a good song, but I actually really like "Losing My Senses." I love the whole groove of that song. It has a good solo in that song as well. Again, "World Needs a Hero." I don't think that album gets enough love. It is a decent record, albeit not a classic, but it's still good. I'm going "Losing My Senses" here.
Dang.
Okay.
I'll jump in then. I like both songs. Pretty much kind of echoing both what Josh and Dave said. I think both of these songs are very solid. But one of these songs is in my favorites, and one of them is not. But not by a lot. My vote goes with "A Secret Place."
My man.
All right. I'm gonna make things interesting because I really like both of these songs too. They're both in my top 3.
Oh shit.
And they have the same score on paper. and I was just trying to listen to both of them right now. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. Losing my senses.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It's all on Adrian.
It's all on Adrian, bro. We get to pick your winner here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Secret Place was
unlike
my
Dave,
early favorite song on here.
I'm quite the fan of Cryptic Writings, and due to songs as awesome as A Secret Place.
A great song.
Now, that said, Losing My Senses is, I don't know, I've always kind of liked it, and this last run through of it was reminded me how much I liked it. I remember telling Dave, I was listening to this like away from my phone, just with Bluetooth headphones, and the song was playing, and I'm like, man, which song is this? So I like actually like stopped my chores, washed my hands, and fucking went to go look just so I could see the name of this song. That said, dude, it's gonna be A Secret Place for me, easy. It's a great song for me, and it's one of my favorites from the album too.
All right.
It's a secret place.
Secret Place moves on. Next matchup here. I think this one's interesting as well. We have from the album Countdown to Extinction, we have Psychotron going up against from the album Super Collider, Built for War.
This is a tough one.
It's
Joe,
not.
what you got?
It's not.
It's not for me. It's not a particularly tough one. I do think both of these songs are good, but one of them is a clear winner for me. I think I'm still undecided on how I feel about Super Collider in general, and Built for War on my particular rankings is my top-rated song from that album on this list. However, Psychotron I think is just the better song.
Yeah.
You had Built for War over Dance in the Rain?
I do.
Whoa. Okay.
I'll jump in so I can see if this has a comeback story in it. My worst rated song on this bracket,
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, was Built for War. I really do like Super Collider so far. It seems like a lot of the songs that come off of that in the tournament so far have been like some of my top songs. This song has pieces in it that I should like, but some of its parts for me is a miss, and so it's a easy Psychotron vote for me.
All right. Look, I already know where Dave's going to go here. He's going to ruin the whole thing. So let me just jump in and let me give Built for War a little bit of love. Look, let me start with Psychotron because this song has no business being as good as it is. I mean, I remember not liking this song when we were doing our initial run through the albums. And there was a bunch of times where I'm going back to my phone, like, what song? And then it goes like, it says the name of the song, and I was like, oh. And every time I heard Psychotron, I was like, ugh.
I think it's because you see the title, and you're like, I don't like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also because Moto Psycho exists, and maybe you get them mixed up in your brain.
Maybe so.
I think Moto Psycho is really what ruined me for this one. But dude, I love Built for War. Built for War was an instant classic for me when I heard Super Collider the first time. Built for War. I mean, just the intros. It's just right off the top, dude. It just starts punching you right in the face. I mean, what do you think your fists are for, right? And it just starts punching you just right in the face and just goes nonstop the whole time. So, look, I'm not crapping on Psychotron by any means. That was probably the biggest rise for me from where I thought I would have put that when we started this bracket until now. But Built for War for me. Adrian, come in and save me here.
Easiest Psychotron of my life.
No.
I love Psychotron. I actually really love Countdown to Extinction. It's and I think this is one of the best songs on that album. So, Built for War is third to last in my list of songs.
Yeah, I don't like Built for War. I hate like the vocal pattern when like the backup gang vocals come in for like it's like Built for War. Like I don't know, it throws me off the way he says it. I've never really liked that song, even though on paper like it should be good because it is like an up tempo, older style Megadeth type song. But I don't know.
Dave's just into simple, straightforward metal. He can't have anything that veers off the the beaten path.
Oh yeah, yeah. You say that to the guy who is into prog the most.
Exactly. My point.
Like your arguments are weaker than your musical taste. It's gonna be Psychotron vote for me. Easy as Psychotron. Yeah, that's a great song.
Hurts, man. That was my third best song, man.
Wow.
So far, most of these have been pretty much easy. We'll see if that continues. Next up,
I'm a little shocked by that, to be honest.
yeah. Next up, from Super Collider as well. I think this is the song that from Super Collider that's really good. It's Burn. Going up against from I'm blanking on where. Oh, from Endgame, Bodies.
Oh.
Dave, if I remember correctly, you used to hate Burn when we did Super Collider. You used to joke about it being a disco song.
I did. Well, that was
matured.
That was a younger me. That was a 2-year-old or 2 years younger me or whatever, however much younger we were back then. I do like Burn, and I think I'm gonna vote for Burn. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm voting for Burn.
All right.
I do like Bodies. I think Endgame is really a great record, and I think Bodies is a good song. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with Burn here. I think it's a fun song.
Endgame is okay. We can't let 2 Endgame songs make it to the next round, and since we already have Head Crusher, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Burn.
I mean, that is a way to vote. That is one of the ways to vote for sure.
Burn also is a superior song.
Okay, yeah, no,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll jump in and bring this back around a little bit. I do like Burn. It is on path to be another one of the top songs on the Super Collider album. But I really do like Bodies. And I really like the bridge section where you have the harmony styled guitars. Absolutely fantastic. So this is a Bodies vote for me.
I think it's absolutely fine.
Fantastic.
Jonah, how much do you care about either one of these songs?
I'm not super invested in either one of them.
All right, right on. These songs are kind of like whatever for me, man. I have Burn above Bodies, so okay. To be honest with you, these are kind of throwaways for me, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going Burn.
I'm going Burn, I guess.
All right. I love the enthusiasm. Jonah, where are you at?
Just because I want to keep things interesting, I'm going to vote Burn as well.
Okay.
All right.
All right. 4-1.
Jonah's playing 40 chess over there.
Yep. All right. Up next, second to last matchup here from the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. We have Sacrifice.
All right.
Going up against. I initially predicted this to be a dark horse. Now, maybe just saying that, I've already ruined it. Am I playing 4D chess as well? We'll see. From Super Collider, The Blackest Crow.
So let me pop in here, guys. If Crush 'Em wasn't there, The Blackest Crow would be the last song on my list.
That's incorrect.
So I recall mentioning that I don't think there's an instrument I hate more than the banjo. Yeah, it's just I fucking cannot stand it. It's like nails on the chalkboard for me. So.
Wow.
Look, and I don't give a fuck about Sacrifice. It's a terrible fucking song, but I guess it goes through for me.
All right, I'll jump in because I actually really like The Blackest Crow. It's not every day that you get a banjo and kind of shoehorn it into a metal song, if you want to say it.
Guys,
so
can we stop? Can we stop? No, I'm just kidding.
So I'm going to vote The Blackest Crow.
Hmm. Dave, where you at?
I need to be on the comeback. Get me for now.
All right, I'll go ahead. I'll come in then. I'll come in. I think The Blackest Crow is fine. I do not have any strong feelings about the banjo. I think there's some pretty cool parts in there, but pretty much from the first time I heard it, I didn't like Sacrifice, so I'm going to be the Blackest Crow vote.
Whoa.
It's an early 2-1 lead.
I'm just gonna go Sacrifice. Both these songs are not good, but I want Josh to choose. I don't feel.
We already know Josh's choice.
I already know it, but I'm just gonna let him have the satisfaction.
Thank you, Dave. Let's clear out a little bit. Let's spend some time. Let's talk about the best album in Megadeth's catalog, which is Super Collider. Okay, not a terrible song on the album, except for one, and it is The Blackest Crow. This song is an atrocity to the existence of all metal musicians out there in the world. Sacrifice is not much better, but Blackest Crow is not great. Yeah, I'm going to go Sacrifice.
All right. So now that the vote is in, I don't mind saying that The Blackest Crow is my highest rated song on this bracket.
Whoa.
I like that song the most. It's the one song I listen to the most. I probably listened to that song 10 times today.
Jason, I'm gonna talk to Elon about Neuralink and see if it can impact your ears.
If it can fix my liking,
Fix his taste in music.
Yeah. Is there a switch we can flip in there to make you like actual metal?
Oh no!
I loved it.
Okay. So, last matchup of round one, we have from So Far So Good, So What, Into the Lungs of Hell, going up against from the album Countdown to Extinction, The Architecture of Aggression. I'm gonna come out quick with an architecture vote. I love this song. I've loved it since we first reviewed it. This song is super catchy. Yeah, I love everything about this song. This is top tier Megadeth for me.
Yeah, I'll jump in and say that it's pretty corny for me. It's
This
one
is
of
the
the
guy who
few
likes
songs
Blackest Crow.
in the very beginning when I bought this album. It was like architecture of aggression. Nah. So I'm gonna go with the instrumental.
Not enough banjo, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
Could have helped.
My man. I'm voting for the instrumental. Though I will say it's shit. I can't even think of the name of the song that comes after it. It's an intro. We already covered.
Is it Wake Up Dead? What comes afterwards?
Oh, you're thinking that's Wake Up Dead.
Wake Up Dead's on the second album. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Shit. What's the name of this album so far?
So Good, So What?
It's Set the World Afire. That's the one. Yeah.
All right.
But but anyway, that said, dude, Architecture is a great fucking song. I mean, it's a great album. So
I think it's kind of corny.
All right. So 2-1 Into the Lungs.
Jonah, what you got?
Come on, Jonah loves orchestrated music.
Orchestrated or instrumental? Well,
I am a self-proclaimed, self-professed fan of instrumental tracks, but this one is not good. It's an Architecture of Aggression vote.
If anybody out there has ever watched the channel, you should know exactly how this vote's going to go. Down with instrumental music. Architecture of Aggression.
All right. Moving on.
Into the Lungs of Hell, by the way. My lowest rated song, even below Crush 'Em.
Yikes.
That doesn't surprise me.
All right. Well, that's a cringe take, but I'm glad you voted for Architecture. Round two, I think, could be a lot more interesting. We have in the first matchup of round two.
Adrian, round two.
we have basically two songs that are the same, but one of them is much better than the other one. We have Night Stalkers going up against Head Crusher.
Oh God.
I'm gonna vote Head Crusher here.
I'm gonna come in hot as a Night Stalker's vote.
Dude,
Whoa.
how did the two songs from The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead make it to the second round? What a nightmare. Head Crusher.
Mm.
2-1.
Head Crusher, baby.
All right, 3-1.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a 1 point difference for me. It's a head crusher vote for me. Night Stalker is saved by the back end of that song.
See Ice-T.
Head Crusher moves on 4-1. Okay, we have Dance in the Rain going up against Secret Place.
Mm.
A good one.
It's an easy a Secret Place vote for me.
See, I'm in a complete opposite. I think it's an easy Dance in the Rain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Dance in the Rain. It's one of my favorite Megadeth songs.
2-1.
It's mid as hell.
Josh, you want to go?
I was waiting for you.
Okay. Look, Secret Place was one of the first songs on this bracket that caught my attention. I do like Dance in the Rain, but it's a Secret Place vote for me.
Mm.
Mm.
Dance in the Rain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
All right. We have third matchup in round 2. We have Psychotron going up against Burn.
Oh God.
Mm.
What an
Burn,
unfair
baby,
match.
burn.
Dude, that's Burn all day, baby.
Okay, so wait, hold on.
What?
Okay, so Burn has got 1 vote. Who else voted for it? Nobody? Okay.
Nobody yet.
Josh voted for Burn.
Okay. Just to make sure. I'm gonna go Psychotron.
Psychotron.
Jonah, Jason, your names start with J. Do the right thing.
Here, every
The
single
J's
one of the
unite.
songs,
JQ.
every single one of the songs that I like, you have voted against, Josh.
Well,
This is nothing
That should-
personal.
that should tell you something.
Psychotron is a better song.
Mm.
So that's 3-1. Jonah, where you at?
It's 4-1.
Oh, damn it. The Jays have been betrayed. It's the J Council. All right. That joke is so fucking terrible. All right. Speaking of terrible, we have Sacrifice going up against Architecture of Aggression. Yeah, it's the easiest Architecture vote. Like, Sacrifice is being sacrificed for a better song.
Architecture.
Architecture.
I still think Architecture is mid. I'm going to give it a Sacrifice vote.
All right. Jason preventing a sweep from happening.
Yep.
There's not been a single sweep yet, by the way.
I was about to ask that. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
All right. We're in our final 4,
Oh,
ladies.
shit.
We got
Round 3.
round 3, the semifinals. We have Head Crusher going up against Dance in the Rain.
Oh, that's a tough one for me. Fuck.
Do we need to slow it down, or is Lightning still okay? Like, what are we thinking?
So these are my top 2 songs.
Okay. Do you
So
need
one
to
of my
say any
top 2s are
words?
going.
Do you need to say any words for either of these songs to defend them?
Well, one of them is like a just like a kind of like a meat stroking kind of situation with all that guitar work going on in Head Crusher.
Just
And
Goon
one of them
Crusher.
is yeah, exactly. And one of them is actually, has some substance to it.
Like, after the Goon session, you're covered in rain.
Yeah.
Jesus.
My God. Yeah, man. I haven't really spent a lot of time talking about Dance in the Rain through the bracket. It's been moving well. So I hadn't had to really try to sell it here, but man, this song hit me at the right time in my life. I was, we're all a bunch of working stiffs, and so I think this song probably speaks to all of us. We probably all felt this way before. I was going through a very tough time at work in my last job, And I was on a walk one day when we were doing this bracket or whatever. This song came on, and man, it just punched me like right in the face. And it was really like it was a shift in my mental attitude towards that job for a while. And it's actually one of the things that really motivated me to leave. Was not just this song, but this song had a lot to do with kind of making me think about what was going on there at work and what was going on in life at the time. So yeah, Dance in the Rain for me is very, very, I'm not sitting here saying it's the best Megadeth song of all time, but I think it's the one that's probably spoken to me the most. So I'm a Dance in the Rain vote, easily.
Woof.
But Head Crusher's good.
I think I like these two songs for two different reasons. I wasn't necessarily trying to make a joke, calling Head Crusher just like a guitar kind of wank fest, but kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going Dance in the Rain. It's a great song, great message, really good lyrics, really good guitar work. Even though there's only there's not much going on guitar solo wise.
Yeah, it's a unique song the way it's constructed.
Yeah.
And I'll jump in so I can make this a little bit tighter. I like both these songs. Both of these songs made my favorites list, and it's not the closest matchup, but it is still close. But it's a head crusher vote for me.
Mm.
Jonah, what do you
So
think?
all the songs that are left are in my middle six. Like my top five and bottom five are gone. And so all of these songs are pretty close to me. So I'm probably a little bit more easily swayed. And Josh, you swayed me. I had Head Crusher over this song originally, but I'm gonna go Dance in the Rain.
Nice.
That's good. I had Dance in the Rain ready in the chamber to go if Jonah tied it up. So go ahead and just do it anyway. Dance in the Rain, 4-1. That being said, Head Crusher is an amazing song, and
It's a very good song, I think.
I do think this could have been the final for me personally.
100%. My top two.
This seems, for some reason, infinitely less climactic than that matchup. We have Psychotron versus Architecture of Aggression, which I do personally. I feel like these two songs are on a slightly lower power level than the two previous songs. That's just me.
Mm.
I have both of these songs like back to back in my rankings. Like I said, Psychotron was a really late climber. It was one that made up a lot of ground during the time we spent with this bracket. But Architecture of Aggression is just one of those songs that's always been really good. I'm going to stick with Architecture here.
I'm also going to stick with Architecture. I've loved that song since day one. I've heard it, so I'm going to go with that.
Sorry, go for it, Jason.
I was gonna say I don't hate Architecture of Aggression, but for me it's a campy song. It is tied for my second lowest rated song on this bracket. So it's a Psychotron vote for me.
I'm right there with you, brother. Psychotron. Hey, I love both these songs, but I think Psychotron's one of my favorites from the album.
I also like both of these songs, and like you, Josh, I have both of these right next to each other on my rankings, but by the narrowest of margins, a single point. It's going to be Architecture of Aggression.
Let's go.
All right. So let's
it's
vote.
The Architecture
of
Jonah.
Let's figure out third place here. We have Psychotron versus Head Crusher. I'm going Head Crusher.
Head Crusher.
Head Crusher.
Yeah.
I'll throw a vote to Psychotron.
Okay, just to spite the
no
sweep.
sweeps.
Yeah,
no sweeps.
There's no sweeps.
Yeah, no sweeps till the final.
All right, so that makes Psychotron Dirty Toilet Water, and we have Dance in the Rain in the final. Dance in the Rain versus Architecture of Aggression.
This is the easiest sweep we've had.
I think it might be for me. I'm going Dance in the Rain. I like Architecture, but I think Dance in the Rain is a superior song.
I think this is a situation where Architecture of Aggression for me, has always been rated low in this list, and I think it just got favorable matchups along the way. It doesn't belong here. It's a dance in the rain vote for me.
Wow. Dance in the rain like a motherfucker.
All right, so it's gonna win. So
I did not see that coming. And
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you all, by the way.
yeah, same. Dance in the rain.
Let's make it a sweep. Dance in the rain.
Yeah.
all right, the
No.
only sweep.
Dude, I was prepared to fight people for this song tonight.
So
Like, and it went up against my second favorite song, "Secret Place," too, and that wouldn't hurt the most. But
So you know what's funny is it was almost destiny in a way, because not that this matters, but I think it's just interesting. It was the only song to receive 5 votes, and in the seating, it's the 5th seed.
There you go.
It was.
And there's 5 of us here today.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Boom.
mind blown.
Illuminati, bro. I don't know how to do it
I think,
without
I
that
think,
look like
I
a
think
big
you're.
pussy.
I was gonna say I think you just did a vagina, but if you like vagina, give us a like, give us a subscribe.
We're putting out weekly metal content. All right, Dave. What are the other? For our fan, if you made it this far and you haven't watched the other 6 yet, go ahead and stop watching now. So what do we got?
All right, so we have Family Tree, I'll Get Even, Poisonous Shadows, The Killing Road, My Last Words, Peace Sells, and now Dance in the Rain.
Quite a list.
That's an eclectic list, man.
Yeah, like, look, I'll say this. If you just want the typical songs to win, go listen to a million other things that say those songs, right? Like, this is our list. You can go make your own.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I feel like there's a bracket coming up that's going to have like 4 songs from Rust in Peace that might have beaten like a couple of other songs that are in these top songs right now.
Sure, but look, that's the way
That's the luck of the draw.
Hey,
look, like I said, I don't think. I think if we scrambled this list or this bracket another 4 times, I don't think Architecture of Aggression makes it halfway.
Probably.
I would venture to say that probably you guys have what is.
I think you just underestimate how much we like that song.
Yeah, well, I do because I guess of my feelings on it. But like,
that was my 4th highest song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are 3 other songs.
Yeah, I have. I would say it's in like I don't have my songs in any particular order, but I would say just by looking at the list, Architecture is definitely in my top half for sure.
Mine too.
Top 8.
Yeah.
So 7 other songs that could have beat it.
Yeah.
In my bottom half.
Yeah.
See,
I had Dancing in the Rain. I had Secret Place, and then I had why I can't remember it now. War.
Built for War.
Oh, Built for War.
Built for War. Yeah.
It's just like I said. Sometimes a song
I was going to say Mouth for War.
Gets the good matchups or the right matchups at the right moment, and then it just keeps advancing, and that's what happened here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, dude. Well, if you believe all that bullshit Jason's spewing, then go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're putting out weekly metal content right now. We got metal reactions, metal reviews, metal time machines, metal brackets, and all kinds of other cool shit. And hey, in the meantime, live long and prosper.
Take it easy, everybody.
Later.
Peace.
Yeah.